Hey everyone, what's going on? It's Jonathan back with another video for the nodepressionforme.com YouTube page, and I'm making another video to talk about another discussion video related to music and mental health. We're going to be looking at how our favorite songs can play a role in our mental health, and which I kind of touched basis on that in a couple episodes ago. With definitely on my second episode actually, on how good and bad music can impact our mental health. So go ahead and watch that video if you haven't. But for now, quite simply put, the way that we listen to music is all dependent on how we feel at that current moment. Usually people don't listen to music just because they want to. They're really just, you can listen to a song if you're bored or so. But a lot of people, majority of the time, will listen to a song that they resonated with at that current time. And therefore, music is sort of a general expansion or expression of ourselves outwardly. And so when we listen to music, we're mainly doing it to be able to kind of feel or amplify an emotion that we're currently going through or feeling right now at that current moment, and then we're trying to amplify that in ourselves and kind of feel some sort of validation. I did kind of go over the by Hachi Egerman, if you guys remember his name from that episode, which I talked about how we regulate our moods by listening to music. We talked about the 7 different ways that we could do such things, such as being able to revive ourselves, or bring out more energy in ourselves, either through relaxation, usually, to kind of gain energy from listening to a song. Whether or not we just feel stressed out or exhausted, we may want to just listen to something that'll give us a burst of energy, whether that be something relaxing or energetic. We may feel that we want to feel a certain sensation again, like I was saying, so you may want to feel a certain type of way. As a form of distraction, diversion from the problem, as a form of discharging or amplifying an emotion, so therefore you may need to use that energy that you have built up for something, whether it's just a rock out or whether you do it for your workout, doesn't really matter. And you can use it for contemplation or appraisal, which is simply put to feel validated for what you're feeling. And solace, solace is probably the most unhealthy, because you're looking to sad music to make you feel better, which doesn't always work out. Our favorite songs in general, typically put, are on the basis our moods. And so whether your favorite song happens to be a bad song or happens to be a good song, I mean, that doesn't really matter. The point is, how does the song make you feel when you listen to it? I mean, it could be a slow song, it could be a happy song, a sad song, it could be a fast-paced song. It could even be meditative music, which I actually am starting to prefer a lot more than need for it. And definitely we could all use some meditative music in our lives to some degree, just because it just brings out a lot of positivity, I feel. And definitely check out the playlist that I've made on this channel alone. We do have a playlist for music and mental health, which definitely has a lot of good content on there, including some meditative pieces. Of course, you could do your own research. That's not all the songs, but I mean, you could just do a simple Google search or even a YouTube search. You'll find plenty of pieces that are meditative, and definitely ones that'll fit your needs. Because each genre of music has their own way of expressing emotions and expressing how we feel. So one genre isn't going to relate the same as another genre, and one genre isn't going to isn't the exact same in terms of the different types of people that are making the type of content or music. Because again, there's different cultures that are associated with those type of music. different people, different bands that are obviously different in how they express themselves. Whether or not we like a good song or not. So whether a song happens to be, let's just use an example, a sad song, right? So a sad song could be any genre. It could be any rock song. It could be any ballad song. It could be any instrumental song, classical song. Um, it could be any pop song or any rap song, whatever the case may put. That you're basically going about it by listening to the song in a more pessimistic way of life. Because usually a sad song is pessimistic in terms of its lyrics. It may be put how you're feeling sad today or how you're feeling lonely. So if you happen to be listening to a sad song, it's usually going to bring out, whether you like it to admit it or not, it's going to bring a lot of more, melancholy, emotional feelings because of the way that the vibrations of that song happen to be. And so the melody and chords that are used there are not really going to be uplifting your soul by any means, but rather devaluing it. It's going to be lowering your state of consciousness, your state of well-being. And generally put, the lyrics are going to be an amplifier for that. It's going to amplify those emotions. And regardless of, and it'll probably, for you or for anyone else, it may be a form of solace because of the fact that you are looking to that song to feel good in the midst of your sadness, and you're looking to ultimately feel better for it. And so I eagerly encourage anyone to really analyze and take a look at their different types of music taste, because at the end of the day, whether or not we like to admit it or not, but we as human beings, we drive on human emotions and human expressions is a form of fundamental well-being and functionality that we have. And so we have to be very cautious of the music that we listen to. Again, I could use another example, like an energetic song. A high octane has more of an optimistic melody, right? It's more higher pitched. It's more fast paced. It's got like an energetic voice to it, like encouraging, yeah, like do it, or like to really get out there and like kind of express yourself. So lyrical content matters in any case, in any scenario. So that's why I'm kind of trying to make it very specific and not broaden up too much, because you can have a fast-paced song, you can have a high upbeat song, as a matter of fact, but it can still be depressing. And I mean, there's songs that are like that actually in any genre. So you want to make sure that this type of song you're listening to isn't just, instrumentally wise, like high pitched, or like you want to make sure that the song that you listen to is actually meaningful, that it's actually gonna have an impact on our well-being, instrumentally and lyrically. I personally put lyrics over instrumentals any day, because at the end of the day, I feel lyrics matter most in a song. Instrumentals can kind of come second to me, but I definitely feel like lyrical content is what makes a song actually stand out and make people want to listen to it again. And maybe there will be some people that argue with me and say that, well, I think instrumentals are just, if I don't like the song instrumentally, how am I going to like the song? Well, okay, fine, but you should be very, very mindful of the lyrics of that song, because they have an impact. They have an impact on your soul more than you realize. And also the fact is that your favorite song matters to you more than you realize. Just in the case alone that our favorite songs are able to kind of be an example for who we are and who we want to be. And so regardless of whether the song is talking about something good or not, it really matters. And I say this to say this, that if your favorite song happens to be talking about something that's, positive or uplifting or in you know, motivating you, then that's fine, you know. But if a song happens to be talking about like you know, hitting up this girl or like shooting up this thing, or it could be talking about like mental health issues, like, you know, I'm gonna, you know, talking about like death and all this type of like cutting yourself nonsense and like being lonely, or even a breakup song, really. Like like, I mean, there's so many examples of negative or bad music out there that you just want to be mindful of, and if you're resonating with those types of songs more than songs that are talking about like, you know, being your best self, or songs that are about, you know, overcoming different struggles or becoming a stronger, you know, independent and valuing yourself as a person, then you kind of have to really analyze that, and you have to really take a step back and realize that, yeah, there is something wrong. There's what, you know, why is it that I'm liking these type of music more than those ones? If we're listening to songs that are mainly sad and depressing, then we really should be getting help for that, because I definitely know I was listening to a lot of sad songs, and it was honestly keeping me in a state of bondage to it. And I touched upon this before in other episodes, but it can keep you depressed, it can keep you sad and miserable, it can keep you lonely and isolated. It can keep you from wanting to socialize and wanting to bond with other people, and it can keep you from wanting to really form those parasympathetic relationships with people. We should definitely be incorporating some positivity into our lives, whether that just be through positive affirmation. We should want to be the best, you know, the best person of ourselves that we can, to better ourselves, and to become more uplifted people, and want to strive for greater things. Which, when we really analyze that, I mean, we're listening to music that's wanting us to stay the same and making us want to be in a state of sorrow or suffering, and that's not going to make us want to do anything good with our lives. Music is only one important aspect of mental health. However, at the knowthepressureme.com website, we do offer support for mental health clients and people who are struggling with depression and other mental health issues. And so I would highly encourage you all to check out our mental health forum. That's at knowthepressureme.com. We have a forum and blog page where you can sign up now to get and receive a free ebook on how to cure your chronic depression, and join our online community of other people that are struggling with mental health struggles the same as anyone else. And we definitely and we were able to provide a regularly update or forum pages and blog pages about different mental health topics that we're currently in the works on and developing on, where we have a good community of people there that want to talk about mental health issues and struggles, and who are seeking mental health treatments that are unable to afford it, or isn't able to get therapy or medication for it at a, you know, such a high cost, but we're able to provide it for free. It's all free. If you guys would like to check it out. And again, that's at knowthepressureforme.com. You can also check out our TikTok pages and our Instagram pages that we do provide, where we have visual arts and other videos as such that I do provide. Be mindful of future content that's coming out, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. More good things are to come with this channel, and definitely see you on the next video. Take care.